Thou shalt not tempt Yahweh your mighty one. And go back to 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. He says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. In other words, tied into that physical part of us. See? Let's go to Ephesians. Another letter written by Brother Shalom. This is the passage that we looked at in the beginning of this particular lesson. And again, brothers and sisters, humanity, and I speak to every living and breathing human being, male and female, when I say this, all of us who are alive this day were born into a world that was already dominated by evil, regardless of the continent, regardless of the country, regardless of your particular culture. We were all born into a world where evil is prominent. Every one of us alive at the moment that whosoever should hear this. That old serpent called the devil and Satan has deceived the world. The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of that woman's fornication. We are all wandering after the beast until the glorious light of that truth shines into us and we begin to follow it. Those who have grasped onto the word of Yahweh Elohim given by his prophets, you now possess the light which should be to our feet and to our path, that we can see the way in which we go. Because when you are under the power of the adversary, you're still in darkness. Your eyes are blinded to that glorious light of the truth. So it's very important that we come to understand and recognize, believing, supporting, holding up the word that was given through Moshe and the prophets, from Genesis to Revelation, as well as some of the apocryphal books. Do not allow the adversary to steal your joy. Question your pastors, your rabbis, your imams, your philosophy teachers and your science teachers, your parents, your grandparents. Question, but the question should not be with the intent to lead astray. The questions should be asked with the intent to seek truth, as they say, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And to use and borrow another cliche passage from a movie years ago, truth of the matter, many of us cannot handle the truth. It's been here for many, many years. But the adversary and his minions and those among humanity who are under his leadership and guidance have attempted to keep this truth suppressed. But we're living in that day and time that the Bible teaches was coming. We're living in that day and time that knowledge has been increased, and we see as a testimony to that the technological advances that humanity has made. Knowledge is being increased. We're living in a day and time where they are unearthing more evidence, archaeological evidence, to prove and support the stories that we read in the Bible. We're living in that day and time where people are running to and fro and they're seeking for the truth. But the sad state of humanity today is that we are under the guise of deception. This word is comparable to the life raft that has been set forth for each and every one of us. I strongly encourage every one of you who within your hearts and minds have a sincere desire to worship and serve the Creator of the heavens and the earth, the mighty one of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who promised salvation to his people, who promised a land flowing with milk and honey. To bow the knees of your heart with humility, with sincerity, in prayer, ask for that truth and see where he got you. Don't take my word for it. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "And you have he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins." See, that's the state of humanity, where we are not connected